If you've never been led, then you probably shouldn't lead. I know this may sound like a hard truth, but this is the kind of truth that saves people, saves organizations, and even entire communities. Hi friends, welcome back to this place where I am passionate about your faith, personal development, and career growth. If you're new to this channel, I'm Esiduru, and a human capital developer who is dedicated to helping you grow and become a valuable person while growing a community of valuable people. If this sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button right away, because in today's video we're going to be talking about a hard but necessary truth, which is what actually qualifies you to be a leader. So a few months back, I was offered a team lead position, which I humbly declined, simply because I wasn't ready for the responsibilities that came with it. In today's world, it's easy to mistake visibility for leadership, but what actually qualifies you to be a leader? It's easy to crave leadership, the spotlight, the attention, the respect, the decisions, but if you have never allowed yourself to be led, to be taught, to be corrected, then what kind of leader are you going to be? Because leadership is more than telling people what to do. It's about understanding what it means to be guided. So you need to know what it means to be guided, what it means to be in the process of learning. So that way you'll be able to lead with wisdom, you'll be able to lead with structure, you'll be able to lead with empathy. So before you take up any leadership position, you need to ask yourself, have I ever submitted to leadership? Have I learned from someone who is wiser? Do I take correction? Do I know what it means to be guided or to be led? It's important you have undergone these things, because otherwise your leadership will come from a place of ego rather than a place of wisdom or empathy. And because leadership is not just about the platform, it's about the practice. So in your day-to-day life, what is it like for you? Do you follow through with commitments even when it's not so easy or palatable at the moment? Are you someone who takes correction? Can you be corrected? Do you take up responsibilities, or you know how to do the blame game? These are things that you look out for in your personal life to know if you can probably reflect them in a position of leadership. Next, let's talk about good and bad leadership, because a lot of people are leading, but they're just not doing it well. Let's start with bad leadership. Be a bad leader, that means you lead from a place of ego and not empathy. You use people rather than empowering them. You are quick to take the glory, right? But you don't even want to take any responsibility for it. And most of the times you find out that bad leaders are people who build fear, who build burnout, and eventually they raise a generation of people who lose trust in people in authority. So as a bad leader, you don't have a clear direction or a clear vision of where you know your team is heading to. These are the characteristics of someone who has not built themselves as an individual before stepping into position of authority. So let's talk about the good leaders. As a good leader, you lead with empathy. You have a clear vision of where you want your team to be. You build people, you're not just using them to achieve a goal. Do you get? So as a leader, as a good leader, you give credit to your team members. This is very important, because there are many leaders that just take all the glory. They don't spotlight good and hardworking team members and encourage them, reward them for their good works. Please learn to give credit to your team members who perform exceptionally well. This would help boost their morale and want them to give more of their best to the growth of that team. Because leadership is not just about results, it's about you impacting people, raising people who follow your voice, who follow your values, and who follow your example. So what qualifies you to lead? You lead because you followed well. You lead better because you've done the inner work first. You lead because you've practiced excellence in private and integrity in science. You don't need a position to lead, but before you lead, make sure you've been shaped. You've been shaped by people, you've been shaped by truth, and you've been shaped by the habits that build influence. So now it's your turn. Let me hear from you. Let's talk. What's that small habit you're working on, that you're building, that would help improve your leadership capacity? Let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from you. And if this video affirmed your perspective on what leadership is, then make sure you give it a like and share with your friend who is a leader in the making. Don't watch this alone. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Watch out for our next episode. So until when you see my next episode, make sure that you are doing everything it takes to be a valuable person and to grow in your career.